They say money changes everything. Some people believe a lottery win is the golden ticket to freedom, happiness, and a dream life. Imagine waking up tomorrow to find your bank account filled with millions, maybe even hundreds of millions. The house of your dreams? That sports car? Parked outside. The world suddenly feels wide open. But here's the catch. Money doesn't always solve problems. Sometimes it makes them worse. Sometimes a jackpot isn't the beginning of happiness, it's the beginning of tragedy. Today we'll look at 15 lottery wins that ended in disaster. Broken relationships, ruined fortunes, and shocking endings. By the end, you might think twice before wishing for that lucky ticket. Number 15, Rachel Kennedy and Liam McCrohan. In 2021, young British couple Rachel and Liam thought their lives had changed forever. Rachel had played the same Euro Millions numbers every single week, setting her account to automatically purchase the ticket. When the winning numbers appeared, they were her exact numbers, worth a staggering 228 million euros. They started imagining their future, houses, travel, maybe never working again. But then Rachel checked her online account, and the ticket wasn't there. A payment error had stopped the purchase from going through. They didn't actually have a ticket. They had won nothing. One of the biggest jackpots in history gone with a glitch. Number 14, Daniel Carley. For Canadian Daniel Carley, winning $5 million seemed like perfect timing. He was about to marry his fiancée, who was pregnant with their first child. He had everything: love, a family on the way, and now financial freedom. But Daniel didn't use the money for stability. He used it for endless parties. For 10 years, he blew through his winnings, alienating his wife and friends. When the money ran out, he turned to selling drugs, was arrested, and ended up in prison. His perfect life shattered, not by bad luck, but by his own choices. Number 13, Francisco Guerrero. Francisco, a hardworking bricklayer from Spain, earned his living the tough way. When he hit an $8.6 million jackpot, it felt like justice for years of sweat and sacrifice. Not a party guy, Francisco did what seemed responsible. He trusted the bank. Advisors told him to invest 40% and save the rest. Safe, right? Wrong. The no-risk investment collapsed. The bank drained his savings to cover the debts. Even his properties, bought through years of hard work, were taken. When Francisco needed knee surgery, he discovered his accounts were empty. Winning had left him worse off than before. Number 12, Evelyn Baysahor. Winning once is luck. Winning twice in just 4 months? That's like lightning striking the same place twice. Evelyn Baysahor won nearly $5.3 million in the mid-1980s. But instead of building a secure future, she gambled it all away in casinos. The jackpots that could have secured her and her family for life disappeared in flashing neon lights and roulette wheels. Years later, Evelyn was living in a trailer park, working 2 jobs to put food on the table, 2 jackpots, and nothing to show for them. Number 11, Michael Carroll. Michael Carroll was only 19 when he won £14 million. At the time, he was wearing an ankle bracelet after a police conviction. That was a warning sign for what came next. Michael bought mansions he didn't like, blew money on cocaine and vodka breakfasts, and built a demolition derby in his backyard where he smashed up luxury cars. He hosted wild parties, burning through his fortune. Within a decade, it was gone. His family had left him, and he was broke. Ironically, Michael later said losing it all saved him. If he'd kept the money, he'd likely be dead. Number 10, Jack Whitaker. Already worth $17 million, Jack Whitaker didn't need more money. But in 2002, he won $315 million, one of the largest Powerball jackpots ever. Instead of security, it brought disaster. Jack became a target. His house and car were repeatedly broken into, his bank accounts drained by thieves. Within 4 years, he had nothing left. Even the millions he had before the win were gone. Riches had made him a magnet for greed, and it destroyed him. Number 9, Callie Rogers. At 16, Callie Rogers became Britain's youngest ever lottery winner, claiming £2.3 million. Overnight, her life transformed. But with no guidance, she spiraled into reckless spending, designer clothes, drugs, and cosmetic surgery. She admitted she felt used, buying drinks for friends who only wanted to sell her story to tabloids. Depressed and isolated, she eventually lost it all. Years later, she said she's happier without the money. Today, she campaigns to raise the lottery age, warning that teens can't handle millions. Number 8. Jane Park. Jane Park was just 17 when she won £1.3 million. Her first purchase? A Louis Vuitton handbag. The rest followed. Luxury cars, holidays, more surgeries. But wealth quickly turned hollow. She admitted feeling lonelier than ever, despite all the luxuries. Luckily, her mother had saved part of her winnings, so Jane didn't lose it all. Still, she echoes Callie's view. No teenager should face the pressure of sudden millions. Number 7. Keith Goff. At 58, Keith won £12 million in the UK lottery. He could have retired peacefully with his wife. Instead, he chased thrills, racehorses, fast cars, and heavy drinking. His alcohol addiction destroyed his marriage. Not long after his wife left, Keith died of a heart attack. Friends believe he died of a broken heart, worsened by his addiction. His dream retirement never came. Number 6. Justin Ryder. Some winners buy yachts. Justin Ryder spent his $600,000 win chasing a bizarre dream. Inspired by the Austin Powers villain Goldmember, he bought gold paint and dipped his private parts into it. But the paint was lead-based. Later, he recoated with real gold paint without removing the toxic layer underneath. The lead seeped into his bloodstream. Justin died of poisoning, his dream ending in tragedy. Number 5. John McGinnis. John McGinnis, a hospital porter, won $16.4 million in 1997. A generous man, he shared some with others, but then he bought a football club for nearly $5 million. The catch? Buying the team meant he inherited its debts. Over 12 years, those debts consumed his winnings, plus his own savings. John ended up broke, despite starting out as one of the richest men in his town. Number 4. John Roberts. Before his win, John Roberts lived in government housing in Scotland. Winning $5 million should have lifted him forever. But greed and bad friends destroyed him. He bought luxuries, then invested in a business deal with 2 friends. They weren't friends at all. They scammed him and vanished. Within 3 years, John was broke again, living in a mobile home. Number 3. Marie Holmes, single mom. Marie Holmes was struggling to feed her children when she won $188 million in 2015. Instead of freedom, she faced lawsuits, family disputes, and betrayal. Her church sued her for not donating enough. Her biggest downfall was her boyfriend, a convicted heroin trafficker. Marie spent $21 million bailing him out of jail, again and again. He later sued her from prison when she sold his gifts. Today, Marie is broke, a staggering fortune gone. Number 2. Tonda Lynn Dickerson. Tonda and her waitress colleagues agreed to share any winnings from their lottery pool. But when Tonda's ticket hit for $10 million, she kept it all. Her coworkers sued, but she won. Her boss also sued her over a promised truck, taking it to the Supreme Court, but she won again. Karma caught up, though. Tonda gave shares of her winnings to family members without paying gift tax. The IRS forced her to hand over more than $1 million. Number 1. Denise Rossi. After 25 years of marriage, Denise Rossi suddenly asked her husband for a divorce. What he didn't know was that she had secretly won $1.3 million in the lottery. She planned to keep it all for herself, but during the divorce trial, her secret was exposed. The court ruled that hiding her winnings was fraud. The punishment? She had to give every penny of her winnings to her ex-husband. Denise's greed cost her everything. So there you have it, 15 stories where winning the lottery turned into the worst thing that ever happened. Some were victims of greed, others of betrayal, and many of their own reckless decisions. We all dream about hitting the jackpot, but maybe these stories prove a simple truth. Money doesn't change who you are. It only makes you more of what you already were. Would winning the lottery make your life better, or would it tear it apart?